Do not adjust your speakers. That's the way Double Dragon 3 is supposed to sound. All the way from 1992, it's Double Dragon 3. One of the many games on the Sega Genesis, which is so bad that it's good. Starting with the music, which has every kind of sound that people don't like on the Genesis, mixed together into one fabulous musical composition. Okay, here's the plot, so pay attention, it's really deep. Double Dragon 3 is a side-scrolling beat-em-up like the original Double Dragon. You can play single-player or two-player with a buddy on the couch next to you, which is the best way to play this game. That way you can both laugh at it together. Also, it might be a little bit easier, because the combat and hit detection in this game are just awful, and the level design is downright humorous. On the surface, it may look like a standard Sega Genesis side-scrolling beat-em-up, but when you play it, you'll find that the game feels incomplete, like they had to rush it out to market 5 years early. Nothing about it feels polished or refined in any way, and the levels are way too short, but you'll feel strangely compelled to continue playing it. When did he start lifting weights? What just happened? Alright, after I kick some ass, we'll visit the store and buy some extra guys, which is what they're called, as well as some tricks and power-ups, which is what I think turns him into the guy from Altered Beast. The fact is that Double Dragon 3 is so awful that the packaging and manual don't even take the game seriously. For one thing, the packaging boasts real martial arts action. Right, okay. The manual has a completely ridiculous story that sounds like it was written by somebody drunk at 3 in the morning, and explains some of the attacks, like the triangle jump kick. The triangle is an integral structure in the universe. This kick is an integral element to success in combat. The running headbutt is described as, the master said, when confused, use your head. Always a successful strategy. Run and punch to execute. And by the way, it doesn't work very well. In fact, none of the attacks in this game work terribly well. The game doesn't really work all that well, but that's not why you play it. You play this game because you can. They could not make a game this bad, this entertaining today if they tried. Double Dragon 3 would never be released today, because today's market demands perfection. Let's look at Double Dragon 3's depiction of Italy, which is my favorite part of the game. Oh yeah, this one's a classic for sure. Double Dragon 3 belongs on your shelf right next to Cyborg Justice and Death Duel. The perfect video game to break out on one of those late-night Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive bad game nights. I mean, look at this, you're fighting headless tree people with whips on their hands underneath the pyramids, which is one of the more logical aspects of Double Dragon 3. You know, good games require skill to play. Double Dragon 3 just requires the will to continue playing. And I'll leave you to make your own decisions. It's Double Dragon 3. 3 times the dragon, 2 times the double.